Hello sir. In the last video, I talked about abstract classes and inheritance. So now I'm going to talk about like what is how does interface help us and what is an interface. So basically, interface is used to like describe the structure of an object. Suppose this is I have created an interface person. So it is the structure like it should contain a name and it should be a string and age, it should be a number. And here I have defined a greet method I have created and it should take an argument of string and return void. Okay, so this is the structure of my interface. Now I have just declared my person here, user one, and I'm calling the interface person. And now user one is my object and I'm storing the values like my user one should contain name, age, and a method which should we should take in a phrase argument which should be a string. So like here I've declared name max, age 30. Suppose if I remove age, here we get an error like property age is missing in type, name string, greet phrase string void, but required in type person because we have we have declared user one like in as a person interface. So it should contain all this it should contain a structure like this. So a should also be there. If I do the same thing with name, then it will give me the same error. Name is declared here, like but required in type person, but but here we have not specified it. So yeah, and same thing goes with this greet thing here, greet method here. Okay, yeah, greet is missing in type but required in person. So here when we are calling this greet here, we are passing this argument, and when we will print this, we will get this hi there I am as a string, which will be it will be it will be passing through this. Okay, this will store this and eventually this phrase will go here and this name will also um, will be this name will also be get printed with this. So this is what an interface is. It basically helps us to give a structure to a object so that we can suppose we want some objects with some specific things only, so we can use interface in that. So now coming to the next thing. So like here you can see the implementation of an interface. So here I have created an interface readable. Inside this I have named uh, defined a name that should be a string and my create is my method which should take an argument of which should take a phrase as an argument which should be a string and should return void. And here I have defined my class that is person and which implements readable. So here we are using this implement function to get to like to get the structure from this interface readable. So this is how we can define this. Now after that inside this I have defined the name as a string and then age should be 30 and then I have also defined the constructor which should take an argument n which should be a string and I have called this here this dot name equals to n. And now I have here used my this function and sorry this method again that I used here in interface that I have created. So like greet phrase it should take an argument of string and then I am just console logging it. My phrase should be coming first and then my name should be coming. So here I have declared like here this is an important like let user one is greetable. Okay, here I have defined that user one should contains should be using all the properties that is stored in this readable interface. So here like user one equals to new person, and and then the name is called here. Okay, max is called. So from here it is stored. My name is stored in here. Okay, now I want to store my sorry from here max is stored like by called by this constructor, and in the name my name is stored. So like max is stored then user one. Now I am calling my greet function here. Sorry, greet method here. So user one dot greet. So this is like something important. Like greet is called here, my method greet, and now this string will be stored here in phrase, and then this will be printed like console.log user one. When we will do this, it will execute and uh, hi there, I am Max should be printed. So I will just run this. Say hi there, I am Max. This printed. So this is how we can use interfaces. Okay, this is an example. Now coming to the next thing. Now in this example, you can see I will be showing like how can we use inheritance in interface. Okay, so here I have declared this interface name. This read only means that it should its value should not change. It should be like if it is declared once, then it should not change. So this is my first interface. Now here is my second interface. Here I am calling this first interface like this. So interface variable extends to name. Okay. So here like greet phrase I am calling this. Yeah. So this is how I can use like inheritance in interface. So I just defined an interface and then inherited it from this my first interface. Now I have like this is my class person implements to table. Now the same thing that I showed in the last thing. So this is our thing. Then here I am calling user one table. This is very important. This we should do this. Then only we can like do the further process because this will call our interface. So that means that this table will be like pointing out to this user one. So user one now I declaring new person max and then the same thing. So this is how like we can use inheritance in interface. So this its name should be declared once only. Suppose we want like a name to be declared once only, and then we have to use this interface separate and this separate. So we can use like this type of thing. Like we can use inheritance in interface as well. So if I run this, here I am message is printed. Suppose if I like uh, do like uncomment this. So here you can see like cannot assign name because it is only read. It is a read-only property. This means that we can define name once only and then we cannot change it. This is how we can use inheritance in interface. Coming to the next thing. So like we can use interface as a function. Also, it is an alternative option to use it as a function. So this is how we like typically declare like make a function and then use it, make a function type. But here in interface, I was just using this add fn, I made this add fn interface, and then inside it, I just in brackets give my argument like a is number and b should store a number type. Okay, parameters A and B, and like instead of this arrow, okay, we are giving this some column here and then giving number. So TypeScript create this like TypeScript understand this like just like it understand that we have to use this interface as a function, because when we use this syntax TypeScript understands it. And now here this is the similar thing that we used to do after this thing. Listen, and suppose if here instead of number, yeah. So I was like here like if I give it like another type, like any type, for example, sorry, any type we can't give, like some string, okay, then it will give me error like string is not assignable to type validation, because like similar thing, because one should store number, okay, type number should be there. So this is how we can use interfaces as a function. We define this as a function and we use it. It is an alternative way, but we should know that. But typically, we use this thing only. So we can we can use some optional things in interfaces as well. Suppose here I have given question mark. Okay, what does this tell? This tells that uh, we can we can use this property or not. It will not give us an error if we don't use it. So like here I have called this constructor and question mark string. Okay, so like suppose here I'm like calling this user one equals to new person, and I'm not giving any argument here. So I'm not given the name. Okay, this name. So I have used this question mark to use it as optional, and you can see that it is also not giving me error. Okay, and here I have like given a condition that if name is there, like name value is called, like, it is red, then it should be printed there. Like our phrase should be printed. Else only high will be printed. And now when we run this, what happens? Let's see. See, we can see high is printed. So this is how we can use like optional parameters and interfaces. Now coming to the last thing for interfaces, like this is not here, this is not. So this interface is defined as in only TypeScript only. This is a special feature of TypeScript only. So it is a pure TypeScript feature which output whose output doesn't reflect on in JavaScript. So like it is purely based on like development purpose. We can like use it to solve for to make our like code easier to make our things easier to write. Make things easier to write. Suppose when I ran this, okay, in my app.js, what is happening? Let's see. You can see there is no sign of interface. Okay, so JavaScript doesn't know our interface. It is we are using this here for our like our help only. So it gives us a flexibility here. So now I will talk about generate types. What are generate types and what does they do? So uh, coming to that. So generic types in TypeScript are a way to create reusable components like that we can use in different scenarios in like TypeScript. So it it basically gives us a flexibility, like we can declare our own types. We can make our own types and then use it in like storing different types of things without defining them. Okay, so it is it gives us flexibility. Like we can be flexible. We can like give like here as I declared T as a is my generic type. So generic it's just like its name. Like generic, we can give any name that we want, and then its intersection. We will get this intersection, and then like here I am. I will show you. Tell you the whole thing. Like we can basically write function interfaces classes like for any data type. So it gives us very vast flexibility. Okay. So basically, this in inside these arrows we can store our generic type. Okay, this is how we can call our generic type. And here, like I have defined object, I have given object A as a T. So T in merge, like merge is a functionality of JavaScript, as you know. So here we are merging this like A and object B. So T extends object, T extends object, object A object is the object we are showing as new data type, and we are just taking their n percentage, we are taking their intersection. Okay, and here we are using this assign function to assign the value. Then here we are calling it. So here, like when we are calling max, it is storing as a string in object A, and when we are calling hobbies, okay, it is storing like an array. So this gives us a flexibility to use any type of like any type of to store any type of data, and then use it accordingly. So this is what generally type is. I can give you an easy example from ChatGPT. Okay, so suppose this is a function. Function get first element t. This is the syntax of generic type. So this is how we have to store generic types. Okay, and then we are calling this like array argument, and then storing t as an array. And then we are here again calling t, and then inside it return an array 0. So here you can see t is a type placeholder. So it is the name of the type that we want, generic type, and then array is t means that arr is an array type t. Now the function returns a value of type t. Now using generic functions. Okay, so here I have declared like here this attribute is set that const num array equals to 1, 2, 3. Here it has declared an array. Now we are console logging and calling get first element num array. So here get first element will store when we call get first element with an array of numbers t becomes a number. Okay. So when we are calling this num array becomes a number array. Okay. And then this t becomes a number type. When we call this get first element with array of strings, t becomes this a type, then the type will become string. So this gives us the flexibility to like use this to use different things. Okay. So yeah, this is mostly about indicators. I will be exploring it more, and in the next video I will be showing like more of generic types and uh, what decorators I will be starting. Then I'll be finishing that tomorrow, and then on the next day I will start Angular. So thank you, sir.